Okay, all right. So today we are in day two of the quadratic formula. Okay, so we're gonna spend about probably 15 minutes practicing. Okay, and then you can go on to the delta math and do some practice. Okay, all right. So let's go. All right. So what we're gonna do is this. I have some questions set up. All right, for us to go over, and then at the very end. All right. I'm gonna let the time be the determinant for this video, not the questions, because the questions look similar enough. All right. And then at the very end, I'm gonna show you a question because on delta math, they like to ask you these questions a little bit differently, and I just want to make sure you guys can, handle the homework. Okay. All right. Now, let's see. Let me make sure I'm recording. Okay, all right. Now, let's just get right into it then. All right, now, see if you can remember. I mean, I'm going to have to assume when you're looking at this video that you haven't thought about the quadratic formula today yet, right? At least not today. So, do you guys remember what the quadratic formula is? All right, it's negative b, right? What else? Yep, plus minus b squared minus 4ac over what? Yeah, 2a, right? So there's your quadratic formula. I'll leave that up there. All right, now, having said that, let's figure out the a's, b's, and c's of this. So a is 1, b is 4, c is negative 3, right? So I'm going to substitute. That's all this is, by the way. A lot of this, I mean, I know yesterday I said this was the apex and of the unit, and it is, all right? But a lot of that also is very dependent on your ability to substitute and substitute correctly, right? So here I'm just going to substitute. So I'll write it here. Negative 4 plus minus b squared, that's 4 squared. All right, minus 4ac, that's 1, negative 3 over 2a, that's 2 times 1, okay? Let's see. Negative 4 plus minus. Now that's 4 squared, that's 16. That's negative times negative, that's a positive. 4, 3 is 12 over 2. All right, so far so good, right? All right, negative 4 plus minus. Now what's the square root of that? That's 28. All right, I know where that's going. All right, over 2. So here, if you look at the discriminant, right, the square root of 28, we're looking at either a decimal or a radical. So let's stay with radical, okay, because the questions down there, some of them are going to be like that, okay? So let's see, all right, let's see, negative 4. Now, I'm going to simplify the square root of 28 up here, up top, okay? So again, how do you simplify a radical, right? So think of two numbers, right? One of which, right? Think of two factors. One of which has to be a perfect square, right? What is it going to be? Yeah, 4 and 7, right? So this is square root of 4 is 2, 2 radical 7. So here I'm going to write it like this, right? And then like that. I'm going to split the answer up, all right? So we get negative 4 plus 2 square root of 7 over 2, all right? Now this you can simplify actually. So let me write them all out first. Man, I'm running out of space real quick. All right. And then negative 4 minus 2 radical 7 over 2. Now here I could simplify, and more or less a requirement. All right. So 2 going to 2 once, 2 going to 4 twice, and then 2 going to 2 once, like that, right? Same thing here. All right. 2 going to 2 once. So let's see. All right. I might have to, no, I'll just rearrange it. Give us more space. All right, let me rewrite this. So negative 2 plus square root of 7, because you don't need to write the 1 there, right? Over, no, that's it. Okay, actually, yeah, you don't need the over 1 anymore. Hold on. Like that. And then the other answer is negative 2 minus square root of 7. That's it, all right? And there's your answer. You could use brackets if you want. You could use x equals if you want. Okay, all right? Now, let's see. Let me rearrange this just so that I can give myself more space. Hold on 1 second. All right, here we go. So now for this one, this is kind of like the delta math question, actually. So maybe we could do it side by side, okay? All right? Now, here, if you look at this, right, this is not in standard form of a quadratic function, right? Why? Yeah, the 3's here, right? So we're gonna move the 3 to the other side. So all 3 terms are on the same side, right? So here we got 4x squared plus 5x, let me check. Minus 3, right? Because I gotta subtract 3 from both sides. All right, so let's see, a is 4, b is 5, c is negative 3, right? So let's set it up. Now I got the formula up here already, so I'm not gonna write it again. Even though if I were you, I write it, okay? All right, you know what? I'll write it. I'll lead by example. All right, so write it again. So b squared minus 4ac over 2a, all right? So negative b, so that's negative 5 over, let's see, b squared. Now, at this stage, I'm just gonna square it, okay? Just to save a little bit of time. Times negative 3 over, what is that, 2 times 4? Right, okay. What does that mean? Negative 5 plus minus, now that's 25 minus, no, that's add, because that's negative times negative. By the way, I don't know if you noticed, so one of the things I do want to encourage you with is at the algebra 1 level, you're not going to get a negative discriminant because that's an imaginary number, all right? So you'll see that in algebra 2 in either 10th or 11th grade, okay? So don't worry about that too much right now, all right? Although I wouldn't mind showing you some of that tomorrow on day 3, this is not the time for it, all right? So let's see, 4, 4, 16, right? 16 times 3 is 48. Is that right? I'm trying to think. Hold on, there's a mosquito in front of me. Hold on. Let's see, 4, 4, 16. Yeah, 48. All right, 2 times 4 is 8. All right, so we're going to get one of these. I have a feeling we're going to get one of these wacky rational or wacky radicals. Let's see, in the fraction. Let's see, so that's 73. Over 8, and that's it. This is it. Like, there's nothing, like, you can't reduce 5 over 8, right? There's nothing to reduce here. Even the 73, that's a prime number, right? So yeah, all right, so we're looking at this. Okay, all right, now you can write it out like this. Put the whole thing, oops, that's 73. Put the whole thing over 8, like so. Okay, all right. Okay, now for this one, I won't go that much into it then, right? You notice how something is out of place here, right? This 5x shouldn't be there. So I gotta move it. But when I move it, I don't move it here. No, right? You move it with the x, right? So like that, right? So I'm gonna subtract 5x from both sides. So this is 6x squared plus 17x plus 12 equals 0. And then you go from there, okay? All right, let's see, what else? Is this a good question to do? I don't know, I'm trying to think. I don't want to give you that many questions, but you know what? Here's what I'll do. I'll pick one of these two. I'm trying to see which one's the better question. Let's see. I like this is a better question. All right, I'll do 2 more and then I'll stop, okay? So you can go on and do homework. All right, now for this one, all right, here, I'm gonna move everything to the left side, okay? All right, of the equal sign, so I'm gonna add 5x and minus 2, right? So this is x squared plus 5x minus 2 equals 0, all right? So a is 1, b is 5, c is negative 2. Again, let's rewrite the quadratic formula, all right? This time I'll let you write it first. All right, okay. Negative b plus minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So let's see, so that's negative 5 plus minus b squared is 25 minus 4ac. Now again, be careful with the signs, okay? Over 2a, so that's 2 times 1, that's 2. That's negative 5, let's see, so that's 25 plus what? 4, 2 is 8. Yeah, look, the choices are there, I mean. All right, now, just by seeing this, I already know what the answer is, right? I mean, we're just looking at this. So let's see, which one is that? Is that this one? Does that look right? No, that's negative 5. Oh, that's right, it's negative 5, right? So it's not this, okay? Because that's not a negative 5. Okay, hold on, the lights just went out. So let's see what else. What else down below? Yeah, that's it. All right. Okay, last one. How are we doing on time? Oh, not bad. All right. Wait, hold on. All right, I might have to let you try the last one on your own. Okay, just want to make sure you can do this with decimals. Okay. All right. Let's see. Now, here I could technically draw out the greatest common factor, which is 2. All right. I'm gonna choose not to do that. So let's see. Let me rewrite the formula again. Negative b plus minus, all right, in parentheses, b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So a is 4, b is 6, c is negative 6. Okay, so let's see, negative 6 plus minus. Now, one of the reasons also why I'm not drawing this out, I'm not kind of factoring out the greatest common factors, because I'm going to be using a calculator, because these are decimals. All right, so if the calculator is going to do the work, then let's just keep the original numbers. All right, let's see, b squared is 36 minus 4ac. Now, I'm going to tell you now, okay? I can't believe I waited till this long to tell you this. When I was your age, here we go again, all right? When I was your age, I try to do this part. I'll highlight it for you. I always try to do the discriminant in my head, all right? Especially this part, minus 4ac thing. Now, by then I was also doing this in the 11th grade with imaginary numbers. And when you do that, it's harder to keep track of the positive and negative. So even for someone like me, who at one point at your age, try to do this in my head, every now and then I get my answers wrong. And so I would highly recommend that you do not follow my footsteps back in the day and actually like write it out like this, okay? All right, let's see. Now, that's 36 plus what? 4 times 4 is 4, 16. 16 times 6 is what, 96? Right, 4, 16 times 6, right? Yeah, 96. All right, let's see, over 8. All right, now what are we looking at here? Let's see, what else? Plus minus, what's that? 6 is 36. Let's see, 6 plus 6 is 12. 3, 9. 3, 9 is 12, 13 over 8. Now, at this stage, I'm just going to write it out like this. I'm just going to write it out like this and then just put it in the graphing calculator, all right? Or just my regular yellow calculator. Hold on, let's see, what's the best thing to do? Actually, you know what? Let's get the graphing calculator. All right, now by no means do you have to use a graphing calculator. It's just graphing calculator has more space and it's easier to see. Okay, you can use your, those TI-34s that you guys had from last year. You can use those too. Okay, just be very careful what you put into the calculator. All right, now the first one is what? All right, I already forgot about it. Negative 6 plus. Oh, I gotta put parentheses around that because it's the whole thing being divided. Hold on, how do I do that? Parentheses, negative 6. What is it again? Plus the square root of 132 plus the square. Where is the square root? Yep. Square root 1. Second x squared. Okay. Plus what? 132. Man, my memory is like gone. All right, let's see. Close it. Nope, should not have done that. All right. 132. Go like that. Close the parentheses. Divide that whole thing by 8. All right, let me double check. Negative 6 plus the square root of 132 over 8. All right, enter. What did I do? Check all the arguments, enter. Okay. All All right, let's see. Oh, you know what? Let's just do this. Let's just do negative 6 plus the square root of 132. Yeah, and then I'll just take that and whatever answer divided by 8. Let's see, 132. Enter. Divide that by, what was it, 8? All right, I really hope that's one of the answers. 0.69, yeah, okay, that's one of them, so that's 0.69, yeah. That's 0.69, okay, let's see. Now I do it for the other one. Negative 6 minus the square root. Now, guys, you got to be careful here. That negative and minus thing, all right, even to today, I can sense that, I can tell that some of you are not careful with the negative and the minus sign. All right, so be more careful. All right, let's see, 132, what is that? Enter, divided by 8. All right, let's see, negative 2.18, yeah, there you go. Yeah, negative 2.186, right? Negative 2.186, right? 2.19, yep, there you go. All right, that took a little longer, right? Now, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring this up a little bit, and I want you to try this one on your own, all right? I want you to get some practice with decimals, all right? So when you come back, I'll show you the work and show you the answer, just to save a little bit of time, okay? All right, so press pause right now. All right, I did the question most of the way through, and I stopped here because I want to point this out to you, that you can't, what you cannot do, okay? Let me use my magic pen then. You cannot cross cancel like this. All right, not cross cancel, I meant like reduce, okay? You can't reduce it like this and then pretend that like this whole thing never existed and therefore you don't, what did I do? All right, spotlight time, all right? And that you can somehow just ignore this. You can't do that because of this plus minus sign. If you're gonna reduce this, you gotta reduce this also right here. And since there's no number in the front, at least not right now, the way I had set it up, you could actually, technically, because if you simplify this radical, you get 2 square root of 2. All right, and then you could reduce, but you can't simply just you can't reduce these two terms and then just completely ignore this one, okay? Don't do that, all right? Anyways, now, here, I'm just gonna put it right into the calculator, all right? So let's see what that looks like. Wait, what is it again? 4 plus square root of 8, let me write it out. 4 plus square root of 8 over 4, 4 minus square root of 8 over 4, right? All right, let's see what that looks like. Let's see, 4 plus the square root of 8 over 4, 1.7, now rounding there's hundreds, right? 1.71, all right, let's see, so the solution is 1.71, and then what's the other one then? It's 4 minus square root of 8, right? 4 minus radical 8, enter, divided by 4, yeah. What is that, 0.29? No, 0.29, all right, okay. 0.29. Now, meaning, right, if you were to graph this, those would be your two solutions, okay? All right, okay, all right, that's it. It's a little bit longer than I wanted, so tomorrow I'll give you a shorter video, okay? All right, thanks for watching. Have a good day, and see you tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye. OMG, that was so good.